You're watching Two Button Crew,
the daily show for Nintendo fans.
Episode 128 going on right now.
Yeah, I can't believe it. We've had twice as many episodes as when we had, I mean, that's kind of obvious, but our 64th episode, our retrospective on the Nintendo 64. But that seems like it was just like yesterday.
Yeah,
it's
and
crazy.
then our 100th episode celebration seems like it was a half day ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy how fast this is going. But that's what happens when you make shows every single weekday.
That's true.
Super Mario 128 was this like tech demo / announced game / hypothetical game / big mystery, and it's very fun to delve into. So there's very little footage that exists of it. Here's a quick screenshot. You pretty much get the idea of what's going on. So
Mini Mario's staring you down creepily.
Yeah, pretty much. At first, this was a tech demo. It was at Space World 2000. And it was pretty much meant to display the power of the GameCube because it was doing some stuff. Obviously, the most apparent one is rendering multiple characters with their own movement patterns on the screen at one time. And Space World is kind of this funky thing where, like, a lot of things Nintendo showed didn't pan out. You know, is more like maybe an experimental space.
Could be.
So it was originally just going to be a sequel to Super Mario 64. So how this tech demo started was a large 2D Mario split into 128 small Marios. Why make the original one 2D? I do not know. And then they walk around on kind of a rounded surface. So that was the demo. And it didn't release with the GameCube as was originally planned. But the technology that went into this was kind of spread around the different Nintendo games at the time. So that rapid generation of multiple instances of characters, that was used in Pikmin. So that makes sense. One of Miyamoto's babies.
Yes, and just looking at this, I can see two games already. Like, I see Pikmin with all the different Marios, and even like this meter at the bottom.
Yeah,
almost reminds me of like little day, like how far you are in the day.
That's true.
And also, of course, Super Mario Galaxy with the rounded sphere surface, and they're all on this ball.
Yep.
I can see that already just by looking at this one screenshot.
Yes, and what's funny is that sphere walking was actually used before Super Mario Galaxy in Twilight Princess.
That's right.
Because if you remember, Link, he puts on the iron boots, and that allows him to be magnetized to all these different crazy surfaces, not only walking on the ceiling, but in all kinds of patterns. So,
that's true.
And then, not sure which, but there are some physics that were used in Metroid Prime. So that's kind of cool. The game was never shown, but existence was confirmed each year through 2004. So
that's strange.
It was originally shown, and then in 2001, 2002, 2003, and 2004, they never showed it again, but they said, oh yeah, that still exists. Of course we're working on that.
That sounds like the story with a lot of different games.
Yep. You want to give us a quote from Miyamoto?
Absolutely. Here's Miyamoto saying, "It's moving along secretly, like a submarine under the water." Maybe he was still stuck. This is when he was still contemplating how fantastic Steel Diver was going to be. He was still planning Steel Diver even at this stage.
That's sneaky Miyamoto.
Oh, geez. At this point, I just don't know if we will see that game on one system or another. It's still hard for me to make that decision. I am the only director on that game right now. I have the programmers making different experiments, and when I see the results, we will make the final decision. That's really sad. Was this in 2004 that he said? Oh, wow. Yeah. So basically, he's saying, we've been working on this game for 4 years, but we have no idea what it's going to be. That's really sad. Like, I think at that point, you had to say, it's time to put this game down.
Right.
I think at that you just had to kill it or split it off into different games or something.
Multiplying the number 64 by 2, it was clever, but I mean, after the launch of the GameCube, kind of passed that opportunity up. In 2005, at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, Nintendo's VP of Marketing at the time, Reggie, he stated that Mario 28 would be shown at E3 2005. Nintendo does not usually say what's coming up at their E3 press conferences. But they confirmed this game for E3 2005. But no.
Nope.
No show.
No show. No Mario 128. I wonder why.
So we said, Reggie, what's up? And Reggie said, well, I can only show what Mr. Miyamoto gives me to show. I've only seen bits and pieces. So he totally just passed the buck off onto Miyamoto.
That's so rude.
And Miyamoto's already said he was the only manager on this project, and it's going nowhere. So Miyamoto's blaming himself. Reggie's blaming Miyamoto at all points to Mr. Miyamoto.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miyamoto.
Okay, so E3 2005 has passed. The Wii came out at the end of 2006. So at that point, they even went so far as to say that the project moved to the Wii, and that it was instrumental in creating the console, as in it helped them realize the need to create the Wii.
I kind of understand that, like them saying this isn't going to survive on the GameCube, and the GameCube's not surviving, so there's so much more possibilities with another console, which I think they were successful in that.
But the hardware of the Wii was a GameCube, so I don't know if they're saying that the actual controller, which is the real differentiator in hardware, is what was needed. I don't know.
I didn't know that the Wii and the GameCube have that similar of hardware.
Yeah.
Oh, Nintendo.
Super Mario Galaxy was announced and was confirmed. No, this is not Mario 128. Mario 128 did not turn into Super Mario Galaxy. They are separate games. At that point, why wouldn't you just say yes?
Yes. Yeah. There's no hope. You might as well hype this up. Imagine how hyped that would have been.
Yeah.
You could have just lied to us and we wouldn't have known. And but you know what the crazy thing is it basically was.
Yeah.
This is Super Mario Galaxy and Pikmin, and Miyamoto was saying that he had different ideas. Mario Galaxy basically was one of the ideas that came from Super Mario 128.
Yes.
You could have just hyped this up big time, Nintendo.
I know. I
don't know.
So,
I don't know.
Here's how Super Mario 128 died. During the GDC of 2007, 7 years after this thing was shown in Space World, Miyamoto said, Super Mario 28 is merely a demonstration to illustrate the power of the GameCube. That's it, no more, never was anything else.
How Nintendo of you. How Nintendo of you to sweep it under the rug and say, oh yeah, it's just a tech demo. Really? Really? Yeah,
You can't say stuff like that when the internet exists, because there are archives of these interviews.
Yeah.
There are 2-Button Crew episodes.
Yeah, now we have talked about it. That's really depressing. Come on, Nintendo. Just come out and say it. I think that's something that developers are just now starting to understand, is that they want to keep fans' hopes up in case it might happen, but they lead fans on for so darn long that they feel like if they don't deliver, then they have to treat it like it was never a thing. Whereas it's easier just to say, no, we're not working on it, it's dead, we're sorry. I think fans would take that better than this kind of crud.
Yeah, we're sorry. Thank you for following it and being excited. Thank you for being interested in our products.
But every once in a while we have something like The Last Guardian where the developers are like, we're still making it. We're still making it. Oh, we fired everybody and we're bringing somebody new onto the product, but we're still making it. And everyone's like, no, they're never going to make it. And then they finally say, we've made it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while that happens, but I think fans are starting to catch on, and I think developers hopefully are starting to catch on as well, that they can't pull the wool over our eyes as well.
Well, and I think it's dangerous to announce games too far ahead of time.
And
I mean, does it really boost sales to have the name of your game out there for a
7 years
plus 2 years? I mean, the game's going to sell if you announce it.
Absolutely.
5 months before it comes out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, by then it's going to be time to package the game soon. There's no turning back there, and it's still plenty of time to get the hype going. So
Nintendo. Why, you know.
But that was Super Mario 128, and I am happy with the technology that came out of it.
Yes,
Made some really
too.
good games. So
Indeed.
there's that.
And I'm thankful for Super Mario Galaxy, even if it isn't 128, because 128, oh well.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and most of all, to share if you liked what you saw.
See you next time.
Signing out.